EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Bay Hill Club and Lodge, opening round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. Our leader is Sam Ryder. He's on the move early at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to get off to a hot start and maybe make an early move up the AM leaderboard. So let's get out to the course as we join the action on the tee at the par 5 fourth. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Not quite on in 2. Here's the third from the greenside bunker. Even on straightforward bunker shots, tough to control what the ball's going to do, and this is going to come to rest just off the green. -1 for the day. You know, Frank, you walk around the grounds and this golf course, and you just can't help but think about the great Arnold Palmer and all that he did for the sport of golf. I know you got a chance to know Mr. Palmer, as I did during your time playing the tour. What are your memories of Arnold?
Well, Rich, if you indulge me, I'd go back to when he played in New Zealand. I remember as just a young teenager watching him play at my local club. He was playing alongside Bob Charles. I was amazed then how he could still play. He was probably in his 50s in those days. And how he could still drive the ball well. And then I first got to play with him in the 1995 Masters. And the amazing thing about that is even though he lacked for a little bit of power as he got older, he had this amazing ability to work the ball around the golf course. And I learned so much about Augusta National just playing one competitive round of golf with him. And then obviously when he would visit the booth at Bay Hill when I was doing the broadcast there. So
saying that friends should be preferred to kings. He was, as you referenced, known as the king. But I always felt, Frank, that Arnold Palmer was very simply the best friend the game of golf has ever had.
Well said.
So now from that first cut, his second to the par 4. Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker.
An awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Yeah, that'll do nicely. Just beyond the hole. Super job there out of the bunker. That one finished off. Here it is apart here at 5. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. The par 5-6, this is the signature hole here at Bay Hill. How important, Frank, is the line off of this tee? Because if you hit it well, but you hit it a little too far left, you're probably going to be wet.
There's a big pine tree down there on that line. 260 yards gets it to the fairway. You've got to know exactly how far you carry that driver. Otherwise, you've got no idea which line to take.
Oh, yeah, that is dry, and it is spectacular. What a drive here at 6. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Not much left here for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. Moving on now, Frank, we're at the par 3 7th hole. What's the challenge here?
Really, the high ball hitters have an advantage here. Just try and carry it in the middle of the green.
Now at the par 3 7th, Frank, it's just under 200 yards.
It's still quite daunting. A very narrow entry on that left side. So you've got to hit the ball flush off the tee. Really guarantee a carry of that over that right bunker. So it's still a daunting tee shot.
Okay, that one average at best, and he'll have a fairly long putt coming up next. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll stay at 2 under. Frank, how about the 8th par 4, one of the more intriguing setups?
Ideally, you want to just work your tee shot away from that bunker. But this is one fairway you must hit because it's one of the toughest second shots on the golf course.
Oh, a miss there. That is way right. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
159 yards left to the hole. Player has to contend with this left to right breeze.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
From about 8 feet. Now, we've seen folks hang that putt out to the right. It does not move as much as you'd think, and that goes on by. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day 1.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go the wrong way very quickly. Tomorrow, important round.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Our leader is Sam Ryder. He's currently at 5 under. As for our featured golfer, that current score is right on the number right now in terms of making the cut and playing the weekend. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting at the par 4 11.
It was a good tee shot, a little unlucky to run into the first cut.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
He's got 109 yards to the front, 142 to the hole. Pin is in the far back portion of this green.
A little long, as we can see, and a little to the right, but still makeable if you hit a good one.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. So that brushed in for par here at 11. That's going to be good enough to keep him just inside the cut line here in round 2. Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is normally very thick. Avoid the 2 bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around this green.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Oh, how about that for a blast out of the bunker? Nearly hold it for eagle. Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12. And that could be an important one as he'll move a couple shots clear of the cut line. At the par 4 13th now, this is a hole, Frank, that requires some smart club selection. What are the options here?
Yeah, very sneaky par 4. That bunker on the right is 250 yards or so off the tee. So you've either got a choice to play short of that or sneak it down the end, which is about 300 yards. But if you try and be bold here and miss the fairway, that second shot, evil.
That is made to measure right there, right in the center of the fairway. Our tournament here at Bay Hill still in full swing, obviously, but Frank, I think all of our golfers competing this weekend may have one eye toward next week, the big purse, the island green, the full field. It is the flagship event on the PGA Tour, the Players, just a couple of hours north of here at TPC Sawgrass.
Rich, when you've got a name that's called The Players, I think that says it all. That's the one they want to win. That was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
5 feet now for birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he's able to get it back to 1 over. Frank, as we come to the 14th of par 3, what's ahead for the Players?
Once again, another tough par 3 coming up. Narrow at the front. It gets a little wider the further you go up this green.
that will be too much, club. It's into one of those two bunkers over the back of this 14th green. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay at 1 over. Now at the 15th, big dog leg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and hit it across that bunker, but not only do you have to carry the bunker, you've also got to carry those little shrubs down the right side. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
So, from the rough, down the Nota.
Well, he's looking at 138 yards to the front, 151 to the hole. Ball in the right rough, but has a good angle, still accessible to the hole cut on the left side.
Well, that's why on this golf course, Frank, there is a premium on hitting fairways.
You're exactly right. Might be also protecting against a flight, but that did anything other than fly.
Good 20-footer here. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. He'll drop back to 1 over par. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right. Red should get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few birdies in early, and could make it extremely exciting come Sunday.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. And the leader is South Korea's K.H. Lee. He's at 4 under par. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Should be able to spin this if he wants. 96 yards left for his second.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that to do over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. Right now to the 14th of par 3, and how difficult is this hole?
Once again, very narrow entry into the green, so ideally you want to fly the ball a little higher than normal, make it soft, make it land a little softer.
Oh, that's a good-looking shot just left of the flagstick, and he'll have that left for his birdie. That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And he's got it back to even par. Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball. That's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side. Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but it is long.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
He's looking at 136 yards to the front, 154 to the hole. Lie looks hot, needs to be careful of the ball jumping.
Always a good shot in the rough, but now a chance for a birdie. So that's a good approach shot.
And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll stay at even par. Is this a good risk-reward par 5?
It's more about the second shot here. It's probably the most demanding second shot on the golf course.
Back on the tee here at the 16th. Frank, lay it out for us. What's ahead on this hole?
Well, even though there's two bunkers, one on the left and one on the right, it's the shortest of the 4 par 5s. You can almost take those out of play and have just a mid-iron in here. But we all know what's coming up.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
All right, never a doubt going for it in 2, and Frank safely aboard here at the 16th at Bay Hill.
Exactly, Rich. Not an overly long par 5, very scoreable, and that's what we expect.
That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Well played there. A birdie here at 16. And he's into red figures now at 1 under par. Frank, deep into a round, par 3 17, water, bunkers, long shot. What are you thinking as you're stepping on this tee?
You just take 3 and move to 18.
Frank, par 3 17s here at Bay Hill. How difficult is this hole?
This one takes your best tee shot, Rich. Otherwise, you're just looking at 4 or 5.
And this is a common result. The 17th is a tough green to hit, and that will make its way into the back bunker.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Just too tough to control out of the sand. That one unable to hold the green. It'll run off into the short stuff. So after escaping the bunker, this a third try at getting on this par 3. Wow, even though that'll be a bogey, that is about as good as you can do right there.
That ball took a peek at the hole. Excellent shot.
That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. Finishing hole at Bay Hill is the demanding 458-yard par 4. Water to the right, OB along the entire left side. A 4 almost feels like a birdie here. Some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
A 9-footer now for his birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And this will be a third-round score of 70 on this Saturday. So for our featured golfer, they're right in striking distance, Frank. Only 3 shots off the pace through 54 holes.
Yeah, still a great opportunity, I think, to have a win, Rich. I know it's going to take a really good, perhaps great round to do it, but you're in contention.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, we bring you live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, we've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. Let's get right into the action, starting with the par 3 14th. Final round underway here, and Frank, you look at a golfer like the one we're going to be following today. Rookie on the PGA Tour, has not won yet, but squarely in the hunt here on a Sunday. What do they need to call on here to maybe take a run at winning this thing?
First and foremost, just play. Tee it up on that first hole, knock it down, hit it on the green. Never know, might make birdie, might make another one, might make 3, 4 in a row. You never know. And the leaders might falter. So at the end, you have to worry about what you can do. You make a little run, all of a sudden there's a chance, you see your name on the leaderboard. That puts pressure on everybody else. You don't have to worry about that. You do your job.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Onward now to the 15th, 429-yard par 4. Dogleg right. Accuracy off the tee is a must. Magnolia trees guarding both sides of the fairway. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. Now, a second here from 175 out. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he's going to stay 2 back. Frank, we know at Bay Hill, the finishing stretch allows a player to make some things happen. You can make up some ground. Par 5, 16th. How realistic is birdie or even eagle?
Well, this is where it all starts, and you're right on the money here, Rich. Good tee shot, you can be looking at 3 or 4. Bad tee shot, 6 or 7, and the round goes horribly wrong because you've got 17 and 18 to go.
That is poetry in motion right there. What a golf swing, and a big drive as well. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Okay, job well done, Frank. You know when you play this hole, you're playing it like a par 4, even though it's a par 5. You need to be home in 2.
You certainly do, Rich. This hole isn't as long as some par 5s, but when you consider water and play here, water and play at 17 and 18, this is a key shot.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. No problems there. That one in for a birdie. And things are getting bunched at the top. He pulls to within 1 with 2 holes to go. We arrive now at the 221-yard par 3 17th, a beach bunker front of the green, bunkers left and long, and water wrapping around to the right. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Now a second to this par 3. Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll stay at 2 under. Well, here it is, the 18th at Bay Hill at Arnie's Place. It's one of the most famous finishing holes on tour. This is where Robert Gomez in the early 1990s holed a 7-iron for an eagle to beat Greg Norman. A lot of drama and a lot of history here at this closing hole. That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing, high launch angle. That was just about perfect. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
He's got 115 yards to the front, 153 to the hole, pin sitting back right.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Oh, is that any good? Perfect.
That was tracking pretty well, too. That could have gone in for the same price.
So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And that will make this a final round, 71. So, Frank, not quite enough to get the job done in the end, but I think you did great. Titles are nice, but if you can rack up top 5 finishes, you're going to do just fine.
Especially when you have a strong field like we saw today. So I think top 5, certainly give yourself a pat on the back.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.